Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since my last video. A lot of things have happened, and some of them not very good. We will talk about that in a little bit. I hope you've had a good past few months. And today we are building something quite exciting. So, unlike I would say majority of people, I only just started watching Teen Wolf. I did not get into it at the time that it came out. I started watching it with one of my kids, and I am really enjoying it. It is a very, I would say, interesting TV show. Most of the TV shows that I have seen, usually the first few seasons are very good, and then as time goes past, they start to decline, the plot lines start to unravel, and everything is very confusing and too many characters, and it just gets bad. But this one, the first season until now that I've seen, was the worst. Like the special effects, the show was not very good. Season 2 was amazing, and I am now in season 3, and I am recreating, of course, Scott's house, and we of course start with his bedroom. It's the most iconic scene from the whole TV show. Not scene, but how do you call it? I don't know how you call it. No, I don't. But it's the one of the houses that you see the most, and in his house is his bedroom. The other parts of his house are very rarely seen. I did scroll through 3 seasons, through every episode, to see scenes of his house so that I could match everything as close as possible. And also a little note, I did build this before I had the high school pack. So if you do want to download this, and if you do have that pack, that window you see right there, the big one, substitute that one by the one that they can sneak out from, and just adjust the roof a little bit so he can sneak out, because that is also something that's quite common, is them using the window to go in and out for the house. Now, like I was saying, his bedroom was very easy, typical boy's bedroom, quite cluttered, a lot of sports paraphernalia and a bit junky, but it has a lot of character. It's quite cozy, and for some very odd reason he has 3 different red rugs in his room, so I included that. It was a bit strange. And also here, this I really liked what I just did. His bedroom and bathroom door, because he has an ensuite bathroom, the doors are left mainly open, so I did make that as well. It's very easy. All you need is to put an archway and then a wall from in the direction in which you want the door to look. Put the door, delete the wall, and the archway will look like the door frame, and then the door will look like the door's open. So that was quite a good idea. I did enjoy making that. Now, this house, although very beautiful, it does have a few oddities, and one of them is in this room right here, is the flooring. Oh my god, I don't know if you have noticed it in the TV show, but I don't think many people would notice it unless you would point it out. But if you go through the TV show, just look at that floor, because in the hallway it does make sense. So the wood grain, it goes in one direction at the edges and one in the middle, which kind of makes sense, kind of like a border of that little area. But the wood texture in the living room is different than the hallway, in both the wood grain direction and the tone. It's a different wood in both the living room, this little entry area here, and back where the staircase is. So I hated to do it, but I had to. So I did mess up the wood grain, and I put different kinds of woods everywhere. And it does hurt my poor little heart, but I want to make it as close as possible. Another thing that you might notice as well is I put quite a lot of flower pictures around the house. She does have that, but we did not have anything quite like that in The Sims. It is not, in The Sims we do have some floral pictures, but none are very delicate and very feminine and, soft pastel-y colors. But I did come up with an idea. It is not CC, but if you go onto your gallery and you go and search for artwork, a lot of people, they post a lot of things that you would have no access to otherwise. It is not CC again. It is either paintings or pictures that they take of CC items, I believe. And this one on the wall is such a case. The quality is not the best, especially if it's scaled up. It does get a little bit blurry, but I thought, it's still worth it, and it's still quite pretty and has a nice little frame around it. So we do have a lot of that in the house. If you're interested in these pictures in particular, do let me know in the comments, and I will name the creator down there. It's just I will have to scroll through a million things because I was on a roll and I downloaded a lot of those paintings from the gallery because I really, really liked them. Now, this house, we have some rooms in the house which are very easy to recreate, especially his bedroom, because it's the one room that we most consistently see. But there are a few rooms where I did not even see at all. One of them is the kitchen. I am only in season 3. I did not want to go to season 4, 5, and 6 to go see if there were any scenes that would take place in the kitchen because I did not want any spoilers. So I did Google it. I think in the end we do come up with a general feel. It won't be completely spot on. I did notice that the kitchen is slightly outdated. It has dark woods on the counters, and it is green. It has green tiles and softer like green walls. And attached to the kitchen are 2 rooms. One of them seems to be a laundry, and the other one seems to be a sunroom / mudroom. So I did put those in. Of course, the mudroom, it won't be very useful, but it does look nice. And I put a bicycle in there, just a place where you would store stuff or maybe have a few planters in there. And I don't know, I think it does look quite nice. Now, the house in the show, if you have seen the show, you would know that the house is kept very dark for some reason. Only like ceiling lights that I usually see on is in his bedroom. But around the house seems to be mainly lit by floor lamps and table lamps, so it is very cozy, and the lighting is quite dark. So I did try and restrain myself. It is very hard for me because I like the houses to be very lit up, very bright, but in this case I cannot do that. So the house, it does look a bit more moody, and there's a few darker spots around the house. But I think that is possibly okay. I'm possibly okay with that. Now, on the downstairs, there is a big sitting room. There's a kitchen dining. There is that mudroom, the laundry, a small half bath, and then on the other side of the house, because they never show us, or I don't believe that they show what is in there, I put in a little office, and I also put in a TV room, because in that main sitting room, I don't believe there's a TV in there. So I did add a little TV room. It just has, a few comfy chairs and sofas and a console, so you can play some games in there. Then upstairs, the mom's room, I only seen it through pictures, and we do have like beds and stuff in the similar, I would say, style that she has. But the problem is that in her bedroom, she has a very patterned curtains and beds. And so it was quite hard to make that, because we, for some reason, don't have many patterns in The Sims. And the patterns we have are all a bit like out there, very wild and colorful, and that is not the style we're going for here at all. So yeah, this is what it ends up looking like. I do make some changes here and there because I'm never happy, so I try to make it as close as possible. She will have her own ensuite bathroom as well, and here I'm creating a little trellis. You can substitute this with a little ladder so that they can sneak out, substitute and put it there in the little trellis. This house uses a lot of packs, like a lot. When I am recreating anything, I don't usually pay attention to any packs. I'm just trying to match it as closely as possible. But if you do go onto my gallery, I've been building a lot of base game builds, or a build that just has 1 or 2 packs. I've been trying to restrain myself as much as possible, because I do understand that people will not have all of the packs or as many packs as I do have. So I've been trying to restrain myself in doing that. This here was a nightmare. This here is the debug item. It is like a paver stone, and although very lovely, it takes a long time because you can't shift and keep on clicking things in the debug items. So you have to go one by one, take it out of the menu and place it onto the floor. So it will take a long time. Thank God for you, it is sped up. Anyway, this is the house. There's not much to it. The rooms upstairs that I could not figure out what was what, I put just a little guest's bedroom, and there is an empty room in the house as well. I did not know what to put there. Now on to what I have been doing for the last few months. My cat, my kitty, my boy, he was terribly sick, unfortunately. A mysterious illness apparently just came out of nowhere, in which his lymph nodes were extremely inflamed, the ones in his stomach, by his gut, and on his hind legs. They were the size of golf balls. And although we did a lot of treatments and investigations in what was causing this issue, and he had biopsies to see if he had some sort of lymphoma, unfortunately everything came back negative. Nothing was amiss with him at all, but he was unfortunately unable to use the bathroom, and he became gradually more and more ill, stopping eating, water, losing a lot of weight. And I had to make the most grueling decision of my life, which is to put your pet down, which is something that, although you do out of love and respect and compassion towards your friend, your animal, it is something that leaves you with a lot of guilt and uncertainty and making you feel like a terrible person. So I have been going through that, which has not been fun, but The Sims has really helped, and I know that a lot of us will use Sims as a coping mechanism. When I am upset or I want to not think about what is stressing me out in my real life, I will delve into The Sims and build a lot, or watch people build houses as well, or let's plays of The Sims, because it is, it's nice. The Sims, everything is like, it gives you a bit of hope and makes you forget about your real life. Anyway, don't want to leave this video on a down note, but that is just what it is. Stay tuned. I have a lot of new videos coming out. This is the house. I do hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed these few minutes here with me. If you do want to download this or any other of my builds, then you can of course find me on the gallery using hashtag SimsDesigns or hashtag SimsDesignsYT. I appreciate you. Please do subscribe if you feel like so, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!